Insights for Selling on Rakuten. This would be for around 20 to 30 minutes. And I would also like to take this time for thanking you all for this response that we have received and for giving us your valuable time. I'm sure you guys will have questions, and for that what you could do is use the interface where you'll be able to type in the questions, and we in turn will try our level best to answer the same. And if the same is not possible, then we will surely reply via email. I would now be handling this presentation to two highly unmatched gentlemen who are experts in their field. The first is David Pourjahan. He's the Director of Business Development and has been with Rakuten for around 10 years. And the next gentleman is Austin Tingley. He's with the Partner Development Team. And Austin would be the key speaker for this event. Over to you guys.
All right, thanks so much. I appreciate that. So hey guys, thanks for taking the time to attend the webinar, and thanks for ChannelSale for helping us put this together today. So wanted to go over the Rakuten.com Marketplace and some of the opportunities that we offer. So as I mentioned, or as I just mentioned, I'm Austin, worked as partner development, been here for a few years, and I primarily work with new sellers and our preferred partners just to help you guys drive sales to our marketplace. On top of that, I did work as an account manager in the past, so I understand the onboarding process to getting your product involved with our promotions.
I'm David Pourjahan, Director of Business Development. Being here for the last 10 years, I go back to the old buy.com days, and very familiar with the platform and a lot of the kind of different things our merchants experience along the way. I look forward to working with you guys and hopefully build out relationships with all of you.
Yeah, so as David just mentioned, Rakuten.com is formerly known as Buy.com, so you might recognize that name. We were acquired by Rakuten Inc. in 2010. We're headquartered in Southern California. We have over 22.5 million SKUs, and that number is always growing. And primarily, a core of what we do is based off of Rakuten Super Points, which is our loyalty program I'll explain in a minute.
So as Austin mentioned, we're owned by Rakuten Inc., which is Japan's largest internet company. Their primary business is an e-commerce site, which represents about a third of all e-commerce transactions. In Japan, they have a very diverse business, everything from a dating site, a marriage site. They just launched drone delivery in Japan. They even own a baseball team that's won the Japanese World Series. And about 6 years ago, they set out to expand globally with the acquisition of Rakuten Buy.com. Since then, they've also acquired eBates.com here in the U.S., which is one of the largest affiliate publishers. They own a stake in Lyft. They own the messaging app Fiverr, which has about 700 million users worldwide. And they also own what was previously Linkshare, which is the #1 affiliate network, and now Rakuten Marketing, which has a lot of other capabilities. A little bit about our audience. So our audience is now roughly 50-50 male-female. Buy.com was known as a tech destination, but what we've done over the last few years is diversified our audience and brought in new products to meet the demands of that audience. So now we have home and outdoor being our second largest category. We also still maintain a very affluent audience. Our median income is about $77,000, which is about 20% higher than some of our competitors. So our audience has discretionary income. We also have a higher share of people that make over $150,000. Our audience tends to be a little bit more family focused. A decent percentage of them are married, have children. Definitely people that are looking to shop online and can recommend products to others.
Yeah, so as I just mentioned, Rakuten Super Points is kind of the core of what we do. So what that is every order customers are earning points that can be used as cash on future purchases. We're always at least offering 5%, but if you go to our homepage right now, you'll notice that we're actually offering 10% back. So this is at no extra cost for you, the seller. To get involved with this, all you have to do is list your products on our site, and then you're just included in it naturally. I've actually used this myself in the past. I purchased a $700 TV. I earned $70 in super points, and then I was able to spend that $70 on a soundbar. So it gave me a little bit more spending power, which I personally like. One of the things that we noticed is customers who are actively engaged within the super points program, they're 5 times as likely to spend, 3 times as likely to come back, and then 3 times as likely to spend on our site, and then 50% likely to come back. So it's nice to see the engagement. And one thing I also want to mention is the commissions that we collect, that's actually reinvested into the super points program. So it's, as I mentioned, it's not at any cost to you, the seller. So selling on Rakuten, empowerment is one of the critical things. Our goal is to empower merchants. We want you to succeed because since we don't own any inventory, the only way for us to succeed is by helping you succeed and drive sales to your storefront. We give you tools to manage your business. We're constantly pushing out updates and trying to find new ways to improve our tools. And on top of that, we have our account managers here, the e-commerce consultant team. They're here to give you that personal attention. They'll keep you updated on promotions, help you manage your storefront better, whether it's just updating an individual SKU or actually helping you with the storefront look, because you are given your own storefront. And then we'll even help you out with learn the tools if you're having some issues with that.
So as Austin mentioned, we're purely a marketplace. We used to have a first-party business, but actually about a year ago we decided to shut that down so we could focus solely on providing a better marketplace experience to the customer and the merchant. So selling on our site is pretty simple. If you're selling on other marketplaces, a lot of it will feel familiar. We primarily work off a unified product page. Sellers can add content to that if it enhances the experience. Everything goes through our basket. We're constantly A/B testing things, making sure we have, the highest level of security, to make this as seamless of a process as possible for the consumer and ultimately, increasing our conversion rate for our merchants. We also do a lot of work with third-party companies that help, bring down the barriers to transactions, whether it's implementing new checkout methods or, just kind of doing more testing on the site. For the merchant, really all you're responsible for doing is fulfilling the orders and then responding to customer inquiries, and then also making sure you're collecting your payments, which we remit to on a weekly basis.
All right, some marketing tools. So this is a case study I wanted to bring up. Factory Direct Wholesale. They're a longtime partner with Rakuten since 2011, and they were always engaged with their account manager, but that level of engagement started to drop off in 2015. So when 2016 started to roll around, they reached out to their account manager with a goal, and that goal was to achieve 30% YOY growth. So in Q1, their account manager, the e-commerce consultant, pinpointed to the merchant that the expansion of SKUs is important. They needed to source new products and keep it fresh for their customers each month, instead of just running the same products or just leaving the same SKUs up. What this would result in is new products for the account manager to promote. They were already participating in dedicated emails, so every single product in the email going out to their customer was their product, which really helped drive sales to their account. On top of that, they participated in plenty of our seasonal campaigns. So going back to it, we needed to think outside of the box and be smarter with our promotional strategy, as well as keeping the pricing competitive with the other marketplaces they sold on, since they were a multi-channel seller. Because of the increased SKU count, Factory Direct Wholesale had a newer and stronger product collection to promote. And what that actually allowed for was an increase in marketing, which grew their sales by over 105% in Q2 2016. So long story short, they came to us to do more business with an aggressive goal of 30% YOY, even though they've been with us for a while, and we ended up meeting that and succeeding.
Great. So, how do we kind of get your product out there? Some of the methods that we use, Austin mentioned in that case study, but we also do a lot of external channel marketing. We're very active in search. A lot of our catalog gets syndicated out to Google PLA. We also create a lot of search AdWords campaigns. We do display retargeting. We are very active with a lot of the top affiliate publishers. We have a big social following, and we also have an email program that's been very popular, going back for the last, decade or two that we've been around. With the display side, Rakuten owns a display company, which gives us a lot of benefits. They also, help us get in the door with a lot of top affiliate publishers. eBay being a sister company now, we get a lot of access to different things. So these are definitely ways that you can work with your account manager, make sure your products are showcased and gain exposure. As I mentioned, the email is one of our most popular, avenues for pushing products. Our emails tend to be more promotional or deal driven. We'll use these to showcase the different offers we have, whether it's something like our Rakuten Reward Day or maybe a $1 off coupon we're running. We also look for merchants to submit their best offers in these avenues. That way we get a big audience to the product. To kind of grow more run rate sales and increase lifetime value of your customers, we have a tool called RMail. And with RMail, you'll be able to message people that have purchased from you in the past. This is a free self-service tool that we provide, and basically you go and create your own newsletters to people that purchased from you in the past. We've seen really good results from merchants that utilize this tool as well.
Some of the merchandising opportunities, as I mentioned, we have seasonal pages, we have emails where it's all one merchant. But specifically, we're always running those promotions, whether you want banner placement on category pages or just being involved with our deals. So currently, we're offering $10 off 75 in conjunction with Visa and the Olympics. And that's something you can go on our homepage. You can see that right now, as well as that 10x back on every purchase. So that's what I mentioned, the Rakuten Reward Day. We used to do this every month. It's been running since yesterday through today. So these are the type of promotions that we use to create a big increase in sales, and that's something that we've noticed a spike. Being engaged with your account manager is the best way to participate in these opportunities, and having that connection, having that person you can reach out to and just say, hey, what type of products are you guys looking for? And then they can get back to you with some critical or some good feedback, and then you guys can move from there and come up with a strategy. So here's an example of the storefronts and the banner, the branded landing pages. As I mentioned earlier, empowerment's our goal, so that's why we're trying to give you the opportunity to get in front of our customers. We allow you to create your own seller storefronts, build out landing pages, and it even allows you to tell a story about your product through product images or videos. And on top of that, whenever you're creating your account or uploading your products to our SKUs, that's when you want to work with your account manager to get FTP credentials, just so you can work with ChannelSale or whatever third-party integrator you're using to help seamlessly upload your SKUs. That way you don't have to do it yourself if you're already using a third-party integrator.
And lastly, the cost structure. So primarily work on a performance basis where we charge a commission plus 99 cents every time an item is sold. There's no listing fees. Our commissions are inclusive of credit card transaction fees. The Super Point program, which we mentioned, is also funded by these commissions. So on days like today, we're giving 10% back. Some categories we might be making a little bit of a commission. Some might even go negative. This is kind of our marketing cost, and our goal is to really take the money that we're earning and help you guys drive more sales. There's also a quarterly subscription fee of $99, which breaks out to $33 per month. And with that, you're getting things like our account manager access, the RMail tool, the ability to create your own content, set your own shipping rates, placement and merchandising opportunities. So we feel like we're giving a lot of value back to the merchant, and our goal is to always find ways to give you more, whether it's support or tools. We really want to empower each and every one of you to grow your sales and make your business as strong as possible.
All right, so let me see if there's any questions.
Hi, this is Alroy. So, yes, as of now, I do not see any questions, but I do see Michelle Howard, who has raised a hand, and we can give her a chance to speak. So I'll make her the organizer. Hello, Michelle, are you there?
Is the 99-cent item fee in addition to the 15% commission, and is it on each item listed or each item sold?
So it's in addition to the commission, and it's on each item sold. So only once somebody completes the transaction are those two fees processed.
Thank you.
We also have another question from Prince. Okay, and I'll just be assigning it to you. Okay, Austin, there it goes. And the question is, hi, does Rakuten offer a service similar to FBA?
So we don't have something as fully integrated as FBA. Rakuten does own a 3PL, which is known as Rakuten Super Logistics. If you're interested in that, we could make an introduction to that team. We do have sellers that utilize other 3PLs, in some cases even FBA. We're pretty flexible along those lines, so if you want, we can follow up with you afterwards and help you find a solution that works for you.
Okay, that's great. And we also have another question from Paul Drexler, and I've assigned it to you, and he's asking if he's selling some products under $15. So is the 99-cent significant?
So, Paul, we could talk to you offline. We do have sellers that are selling products, 15 and below dollars, and there's some ways that we can make the 99-cent fee, work and, not eat too much into your cost of sale.
Yeah, I'll shoot you an email after this call.
Okay, and we also have one of our clients out here. His name is Saranjit. Okay, and he has a very important question out here. And his question is basically, do you require UPC codes for every item to be listed?
So for the most part, UPCs are required, but we do make exceptions for certain categories where UPCs are not available.
Yeah, just touching on that. If there's a product that doesn't come with a UPC, maybe it's an individual shirt or something like that, that's where it's a case-by-case scenario. But if there is a SKU for a product, then we will require it.
If you want, maybe send us some examples. We could run those by the team after this and see if we could get an exemption maybe for your SKUs.
Oh, that's perfect. So I guess your question was answered, Saranjit. And we also have a question from Robert, and that's with regards to us. That's channel sale. And he's basically asking if we are fully integrated with Rakuten, and do we allow the product setup. So Robert, yes, we are fully integrated with Rakuten, and after this webinar, we will get in touch with you and explain all the details. So, gentlemen, do you all have any other queries or questions?
Yeah, I have one more question.
Oh, sure.
Do you have a product match spreadsheet, or is everything done as a brand new product? And if the product's already listed, do you ever have conflicts?
So we could set up some time to speak to our technical team about the integration. We do have a unified catalog, so the first step in the integration process would be to see if your products are already in our catalog. If they are, you'd just be attaching to them. If they're not in the catalog, then you would need to submit a new SKU feed for those products and create them in our system.
Okay.
Was there any more questions along that line, or?
And I just want
No, I think it's clear.
Okay.
Yes, we have Heather out here who would like to speak. I'll just make her the organizer. Also, so once again, I would like to thank all of you all for giving your time and making this webinar a success. I'm sure you'll send us an email at support@channelsale.com. And we'll be more than glad to answer your queries. Thank you so much for your time, David and Austin. We'll see you around shortly. And everyone have a nice day. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for attending.
Thanks.